Senators are urging Washington to engage in urgent dialogue with Moscow to minimize the risk of conflict. They've written a letter to the U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Here is an extract.
A US-Russia strategic dialogue is more urgent following President Putin's public address on March the 1st, when he referred to several new nuclear weapons Russia is reportedly developing, including a cruise missile and a nuclear underwater drone, which are not currently limited by the New START treaty and would be destabilizing if deployed.
And RT's Jacqueline Vuga joining me live now in the studio to discuss this further. Some are asking, what's prompted the senators to write this letter? Some people are already saying, well, once Putin unveiled those big guns, it's prompted some to potentially change tack. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it really does seem that on March 1st, when Putin came out and unveiled all this, he really did sort of hit his target of getting people to wake up and listen finally. Within the letter, it's urging Tillerson to begin strategic talks with Russia immediately without taking any pause there. But it's also chock full of warnings and accusations when it comes to Russia as well, touching on everything from, Russia's involvement in Syria to the ever-present accusation of Russia having interfered in the 2016 presidential election. And there's also the accusation that Russia, is in violation of the INF treaty, which Russia denies. But the thing is, it's clear that the U.S. is worried about Russia, what sort of power they represent. But the fact is, Russia has also been concerned for quite a while when it comes to actions that the U.S. has been taking, not the least of which being, Washington's expanding deployment of missile defense systems. They have them in Alaska. They have them in California. Also, NATO's continuous expansion into Eastern Europe. They, of course, have are already present in Romania and Poland. And what may have been the straw to break the camel's back here, metaphorically, would be in early February, we saw the U.S. come out with their new nuclear response review. And in there, they expanded what they could be using nuclear response towards. That could be also non-nuclear attacks that they would respond with nuclear force. So that's something that's really been worrying everyone for quite a while, and especially Russia, the balance of power in the world. And Putin himself probably said it most clearly on March 1st during his address, when he was saying that, maybe the world will now listen to their concerns that they've been saying for quite a while. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Russia is a major nuclear power, but basically nobody wanted to talk to us. Nobody listened to us. So listen to us now.
So listen to us now, says the Russian president, and apparently there are a lot of things now to be listening to.
Very much so, and people do seem to be listening. At the address, Putin announced a number of new weapons, including the Sarmat super heavy ICBM, and that's a massive missile that Putin says is capable of defeating any defense system in the world. And that was among laser weapons and an underwater nuclear drone and another cruise missile with an almost unlimited range. So there's a lot there involved. And it seems that this has finally really gotten the U.S. to sit up and listen, as Putin was hoping for. And they were saying, these four senators in the letter, they were saying that despite all of this, and maybe because all of this, we really do need to come to the table and look at what is going to happen in the future in order to avoid conflict. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
Even at the height of Cold War tensions, the United States and the Soviet Union were able to engage on matters of strategic stability. Leaders from both countries believed, as we should today, that the incredible destructive force of nuclear weapons is reason enough to make any and all efforts to lessen the chance that they can never be used again.
And that idea of avoiding conflict really does seem to be something that Putin is in agreement with. I mean, after his announcement, everyone sort of exploded that, oh my goodness, Russia has these super powerful weapons. What does that mean for everybody else? Is this a threat? But Putin himself said that no, this is an idea of creating balance in the world, and that Russia has no plans of attacking anyone unless they or their partners were to be attacked. So Putin is also striving for peace. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
We have no plans and have never had plans to use this potential to achieve offensive or aggressive ends. Russia's enhanced military power is simply a guarantee for peace on our planet, for it preserves.
So, of course, it's no secret that Russia-U.S. relations have not been the best as of late, to put it lightly. And we have no idea if this letter will even help or if Tillerson would be open to having more discussion with Russia, but one can only hope at this point.
Yeah, some analysts have been saying it's a shame, actually, that Russia had to unveil these new hypersonic delivery systems for nuclear warheads, these nuclear-powered missiles that can run around the world infinitely. But it's a shame that Russia had to show these kinds of weapons to actually motivate Washington to finally come and do something constructive with dialogue. RT's Jacqueline Vuga, thank you very much.